Om Shanti, everyone. Welcome to your next normal. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm your host, Sister Jenna. So, look, the show that I did yesterday, I had mentioned something called traffic control. And I think Aunt Senshin had asked, can you cover a little bit more on it? Absolutely. I'm doing that today. But as I build into it, I wanted to set a particular context. Throughout the day, if you really observe your pattern of thinking, throughout the day you observe your pattern of thinking, you actually always end up in a particular place inside of your consciousness that is a regular repeat. You might not be aware of it, but it happens regularly. You think the same thought over and over again without you knowing it. And it sometimes almost has a kind of a mystical clock in when it happens. It could be when you've sat down to eat your food. It could be when you hear a particular sound. And it could be when even you smell something or you see an image or a picture or a person. And even in between those moments, you still get a vision and something comes into your thought process and you think. Now, we've all established on Next Normal, the majority of our thinking isn't always the highest dimension. You see, the highest dimension of thinking is where your freedom is, your liberation is. You look at the world right now, and yes, there are many good factors to it, and there are also a few factors that are creating chaos and division and competition and hate and just a little ignorance. We all know that when you're in a space or a group of people who really have self-love and then they love each other, it's like heaven, it's a golden age. And imagine their thought process as well. And so because we have reached a particular state inside where we focus a little bit too much on the negative, on the wasteful aspects of our lives, as I said in the show the other day, waste thoughts waste your life, that we need something that can be a reminder, something that can reset us, something that can defragment all the chaos and all the unnecessary thoughts that are happening in one's mind. We don't blame yourself for anything. Everything is happening as if there is a mystical plan behind this whole saga called life. There is something beyond our control. And what I've understood from my life is I have control over the way I want to think and feel. I have control, but sometimes I don't have the power to initiate that control. Do you understand? Like, you might go on a diet and you know it's important for you to lose 20 or 30 pounds. But then that silly sister brings out the chocolate cake, which is your favorite, and there goes that diet out the door. Now, I have the power to control my sense organs. I have the choice to control my sense organs, but I'm lacking the power to do it. And so I just surrender and cave into the chocolate cake and forget my diet. And then I feel kind of guilty that I broke my diet or my routine. And if I do it once or 5 or 10 or 20 times, then what happens is that I start to subtly, quietly give up on myself. And so my power gets less. My power gets less. So in the Brahma Kumaris tradition, it created this concept called traffic control. And throughout our whole 9,000 centers in 120 countries, every center has this system installed where a music goes off every hour. So let's say if I'm talking to you now and at 9 o'clock, for example, all of a sudden, ping, the song comes on or the music comes on. It says, remember yourself, remember God, the Supreme, and serve these vibrations to the world. This is your healing. It's amazing. So every hour and hour, the music reminds us, don't forget you along the way. Go inside. Collect to your truth. Remember God. Then you start to experience the peace that you are. And then you naturally realize the vibration is spreading far and wide. It's just spreading. Now, even as I did that to you, I got even more quiet. It takes just a second. You see, we're not accustomed to taking care of the quality, the innate, real essence of the soul. We're used to taking care of the physical aspects of our lives. Our body, bills, relationships, food, people, exercise, acupuncture, sitting, sleeping, dressing, jogging. But very rare do we take care of the essence of the spirit and that subtle realm, that route, that pathway, that part within you, the soul, where it is very subtle, very sentient, very strong, very strong. So when we pause, we could be in the middle of a meeting. And what I love about the teachings of Raj Yoga meditation, you don't have to meditate like this. You don't have to be sitting in a lotus position like that. The teachings of Raj Yoga meditation says keep your eyes opened and contemplate and reflect. Consider yourself to be an immortal, eternal, imperishable being of living energy, the soul. And now I'm in a meeting. I'm getting ready for my project. I'm sitting around a table of 10 colleagues. They have no idea I've taken my moment to meditate. My eyes are opened. Other people are blabbing away. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, Jen, don't forget who you are. Serve that part of you. Take care of your peace inside. You are going to live forever because you are immortal, eternal, imperishable. Life force, life energy. Put peace in. And then a colleague might say, Sister Jenna, so what do you think? Well, I know that we're about to get to the final leg of this project. You see? Because I'm aware of everything that's going on outside. But I'm also creating an atmosphere within me. And that atmosphere is even contributing to the meeting, to the atmosphere, to my colleagues. It's mystical, it's subtle, it comes from God. So you don't really need to decipher if my colleagues felt the peace I was spreading. That's not your affair. Your affair is taking care of yourself in your traffic control and serving your spirit. And you know, if you serve your spirit, the people around you are also getting served. It is such an easy math. Somebody's angry in the family, everybody gets bothered. Two people aren't getting along in the family, everybody hates that. Similarly, if a person walks in a room with joy, you feel it. If a person walks in the room and is hustling, is ready to get going and do that hustle and make life work, you get encouraged, you feel it. you feel the vibrations in atmosphere. And in the atmosphere, we pick up thought vibrations from people, not just around you, but at a collective level on a global scale. So visualize for a moment millions of students in the Brahma Kumaris, every hour and hour, beginning from Asia all the way to America. Everyone stops. They pause. Consider yourself a soul, immortal, eternal, imperishable, pure, peaceful. Remember God the Father. And spread the vibrations throughout the world to all souls. It's called pure charity. There are no expectations in that kind of service, where you use your mind to do service. So a tool that we use, there are two things that we use to initiate traffic control. In your home, you can get systems that will automatically go on and play music. Maybe you can play an affirmation, and you set it every hour in the hour, that it will just automatically play in your home. Whether it's an affirmation, whether it's music, whether it's your favorite inspirational song, you set those. Maybe from hours start at, I think 3:30 in the morning in Mount Abu, India, but in the centers generally at 4 a.m. That's when we get up in the mornings. But based on your scheduling and what is suitable for you, you start your traffic control programming, let's say at 5 o'clock, and you let it run for 1 to 3 minutes. It's up to you, but stay consistent. So you set 5 o'clock. Maybe you'll say, I'm a powerful soul. Maybe you'll just play music. Okay, and it just, whenever it comes on, it is to trigger the remembrance to serve yourself. Because there's so much going on in the mind, so much thought process, and none of them really connect. It's like this highway of stuff with a whole bunch of exits. And then when you get to the traffic control, it's your pause. Just stop for a little. Remember who you are. Remember who the soul belongs to. You are immortal, eternal, imperishable. You are pure. You are peace. And that vibration will spread. I'm sure you can feel it even now, because I'm feeling it. Just as I practiced it with you, just in the last 10 minutes, my vibes changed for me. But also you benefit from my vibrational shift. That's how powerful traffic control is. So you either set up a system in your home or in your office. You can even do it in schools. Play positive affirmations for a minute or 3 max. Play music. Play a song. It'll come out automatically in your system. I think you can program them on your laptop or your iPad to play in the home, and you connect it to your speaker system. The second thing, and this is what I do on my phone, it automatically goes off every hour. And so an affirmation comes up where I look at it, and then I'll stay. And I'll feel that, and I'll visualize it. Thank you, Jen. Just every hour and hour. So I think you go into clock. Then when you go into edit and you set your time, there's a section called label. And where the label part comes in, you can put your affirmation there. but then you can set your smartphone to ring for you every hour in the hour, or to vibrate so that it reminds you if you're in the workplace or somewhere. And remember, these are tools that Baba has given us to help to make the journey of the return of your elevated self an easy one. Don't be deceived that if you do your 20-minute of meditation throughout the day, that you're spiritual or you've done your work, because throughout the day there's so many other factors taking place. So the traffic control during the day helps you to harness the energy that might be coming out and just spewing out wastefully that you don't need to do, that it preserves that inner spiritual power, and it will help not only you emotionally, intellectually, physically, but it helps the environment, it'll help your relationships, it helps Mother Nature, it makes your mind a benevolent mind, it makes your whole vibration into a benevolent being. And we need a little bit more generosity in the world. You know, it's not easy to touch hearts anymore. And if you look at the media and advertisement, like, they're forcing you to pay attention to them. Works like ours, we're so subtle and so quiet, kind of incognito. And it's for those who are also similar, for people who are sincere on their journey, who mean what they want, who can understand the beauty and the purity of life. We need more people like that in order to sustain our world now and for the future. Meaningful energies. So try to set up your traffic control. You can do it at home, at the workplace, in a school. You put it on your smartphone every hour in the hour for 1 or 3 minutes max. You can program your favorite music, song, or an affirmation. You can even record your own affirmation and hear it playing back to you when it rings for you every hour in the hour. So that's the beauty and the power of traffic control, because it will add to your energy. It adds to your power. So when you want to control the way you wish to think and feel, you have the power. It's coming in from traffic control, where every hour in the hour, that 1 minute is priceless for you. 1 minute can change your life forever. 1 minute. 60 seconds is no joke. 60 seconds is a long time on camera. Let's take a breath. Breathe in deeply. Exhale. Breathe in deeply again. Exhale. My traffic control practice is essential for my emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. I mean, who am I that I can't capture 1 minute every hour throughout the day to nurture my spirit? One minute of love. One minute of peace. One minute of purity. One minute of joy. I pause for my well-being to be healed, nurtured, and empowered. Just takes 1 minute. Every hour in the hour, I commit to myself for 60 seconds. Just 1 minute. Observe what you're feeling inside. And imagine what the end of your day will become. Simply contributing just 60 seconds, 1 minute for yourself every hour. That's traffic control. Your pause during the day to check in, to protect, to be careful, to be cautious, to nurture, to empower, to remember, to deepen your intimate connection to God and to yourself. All right, so I know you're feeling a difference. The reason why I know it is because I am too. I came in the studio, I have guests here, and things are moving and little things are happening. And just because of this traffic control, I'm feeling my center and who I really am. Santosh, brother, what's our awakened intelligence saying? Traffic control of the mind refers to a spiritual practice aimed at managing and regulating one's thoughts throughout the day. The concept is based on the understanding that the mind, like traffic, can become crowded and chaotic with numerous thoughts, emotions, and distractions. To maintain inner peace and clarity, it's essential to control the traffic of the mind. The practice usually involves taking short breaks at specific intervals during the day to pause, reflect, and reset the mind. These breaks are often referred to as traffic control points and typically occur every hour. During these moments, practitioners will engage in brief meditations focusing on positive, peaceful, and soul-conscious thoughts. It helps them to realign their minds with spiritual values, clear away unnecessary or negative thoughts, and restore a sense of inner calm. So this practice serves as a reminder to stay connected with one's inner self and maintain a state of spiritual awareness, even amidst the busyness of daily life. It encourages mindfulness and helps in cultivating a disciplined and focused mind, which is essential in spiritual growth and well-being. Thank you, Awakened Intelligence. Let us go to our beautiful Sister Gita effect, and let's pause and sink into what she's going to offer today.
Remain true to your original self and its qualities and values, and artificiality will not be able to penetrate your truth. Become both a child and a master as you journey along life. As a child, remain open and trusting and listen. As a master, learn from experiences and realize their worth no matter what the type of experience may be. Learning and letting go of the past provide and protect the self. When we inhabit a state of balance between master and child, we feel great in the sense that nothing in life is irrelevant or a curse or a misfortune. Everything in life has significance. Then, even if we face an enormous obstacle, we may not feel great at that time, but we will keep our sanity because when we trust, we know that life is for us, not against us. Disguised opportunities abound. I had my greatest lesson in trust from a little bird in Austin called Abigail. Thank you. Feel good.
I'm still fascinated by this concept of life and death and how our loved ones depart and the energy that they leave in you, but the energy that they carry. I'm still investigating it. Today's Avyak signal, Maya, illusions of your past, has no power over you now. Maya is already done. She might have a little breath left, but that's it. Now, in this month, you simply have to be victorious over all the illusions of your mind. While being in any situation, remain content in the upheaval of the atmosphere and vibrations, and you will claim the right to become an embodiment of contentment, an elevated and victorious soul. The virtue of contentment will make you free from waste thoughts, will keep you constant and stable, and it will give you a right to remain in your seat of victory, your seat of victory. Anyway, everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Kambili, Om Shanti. I wasn't aware of the B-Zone app. Okay, great. So I think now you see the B-Zone app that is available for you to download. That will also help to initiate your traffic control. And seeds, I'm so glad. I'm going to implement traffic control for the students of my seminary. Yeah, please, it's amazing. Even if you're in your own religious context, you can play a chapter from your scripture, something that reminds them of the spirit in them. Let me tell you something. What I have observed and have experienced myself here at the Brahma Kumaris, I haven't seen it anywhere else in the world. The amount of energy that goes into the spiritual well-being and sustenance of a person, I have not seen it. And I have the privilege and the fortune of being very intimately linked with various spiritual and religious leaders who reveal to me who they really are behind the scenes of their followers. That in the Brahma Kumaris, there's a consistent effort, help, raise their vibrations, try this tool, give that, so that you become independently empowered on your own. This, what we're doing with Next Normal, is to simply sustain the power that you are creating for yourself. It's important, isn't it? All right, so thanks to everyone for sharing some of this. Sue, nice to see you, hear you. Gigi, Kanari, Tamil, Joanne, Jenna, Ant, I hope we fulfilled your wish on covering traffic control today, Ant. Kushali and Jagruti, Wendy, Om Shanti, Rashmi, my buddy, Om Shanti, Madhavi in Hyderabad, Om Shanti, and Samantha and Indu. Lots of love. Thank you all so much for joining in. Take care of yourselves and remember to reduce your attachments. Practice loving everybody the same. There is something very magical in that. Take care of yourselves. Om Shanti. Bye-bye. Have you been feeling overwhelmed, stressed, out of balance lately? Do you crave for a pocket of peace and tranquility in your busy life, but you struggle to find the time or space? Then we have the perfect solution for you. Meditation on Wheels. It's an RV sanctuary traveling in the metropolitan Washington D.C. area, offering transformative meditation experiences. It's a movable oasis of calm at your doorstep. Book us today to come to your business, school, government space, or event. Why? We bring the calm to you. meditationonwheels.com